Ooh, looks like we're live. Unfortunately, my Steam Deck is not working properly, so I don't have quick um, screens changing. But maybe trying to plug it in again, see if that helps. Anyways, it's time to finish that clock. Yes, sir. It's time to finish that clock. Let's see who's here. Ooh, Michael. Hello, dude. Hello, Michael. What's going on? Axel, Sammy. Welcome in, people. It's good to see you all. Joe. Hello, mate. My favorite German. How are you guys doing? You ready to try and get this clock to work? So let's see. My Steam Deck is not working, so I cannot change between what this is right now. But I have that one is still working. You'll be in and out. I don't know how long I'm on for, but I'm planning to get this done. Thank you, Axel. You've been supporting me for what, 9 months now? Man, I appreciate you so much. Thank you, mate. That's really nice of you. But yeah, I can still change between the scenes, but in a more analog way. So it's not that quick for me anymore. Where is it? I don't know if it's like this. I don't know if that did it. Oh, there it is. Alright. So hello everybody. Now we're just gonna try to finish this up, right? It's been long enough, haven't it? I need to clean up the inside a little bit. But that's fine, I can do that. I just need the right jaws for it, because I need the big jaws. My problem's gonna be when I want to clean up the outside. I might gonna have to use the big wooden jaws that I made for the ladle. I'm just gonna get my lot sorted for bed. Alright, mates, alright. How are everybody doing today? So we'll see. Yeah, that will do. Hopefully I'm not going to leave any bad marks on it. And I haven't, if you wonder, put on the new camera yet. I got all the cables in that came this morning. And all that jazz for that stuff. I just didn't have time to do it yet because today's the day my son has a mountain bike practice. So he's so that's what my day's been used for. I think that's gonna be alright. I just need to clean up that inside a little bit. Hopefully it all goes according to plan. Sounds late for making wood clay. Ooh, that's nice. Let's see who else is going to come in today. I mean, maybe some more people will come. I had a nice conversation with someone today at my job. He's a woodturner, of course, because people that come into the shop are woodturners, of course, because that's, it's a woodturning shop. But he was where's my tool rest? Oh, there's. When someone comes into the shop, right, they want to show us their work, and honestly speaking, it is a mixed batch of quality that we see in the shop. But this dude, it's been a while since I've seen someone that talented, to be honest. but he was amazing, some of the stuff he had done. He might join us today for a little while, and if he gets here, I'm going to ask him to share his Instagram, because that's what where he does most of his work, on Instagram. What's this now? It's that out of battery. It probably is out of battery. But that is alright. I have extra, just in case. So yeah, and also the Tiny Turner is going to send me some stuff finally. It was battery. I'm really looking forward for that. She's going to send me some colours. She's going to send me a few brushes, and also she's going to send me a muck, something to drink out of, and that's going to be nice. One of her Team Tiny, it's her community called. Hey, it's Johan from Belgium. There you go. And V. Could you share your Instagram, dude? I was just talking about you. If you would please share your Instagram with the peeps. This guy, you know, he's good. He's really good. I was surprised. So let's see. There you go. I need to just take this really slow. I just need to clean up that CA glue I left on the inside. Probably could just sand that away, but yeah, I'm lazy, and for this I prefer my carbide. Okay. Now this is a piece of stabilized poplar that had cracked on me. Today a friend of mine who's a gardener gifted me a beautiful piece of rhododendron wood. Great, so beautiful. Ooh, Joe, that's awesome. Yeah, that can be really nice. Yeah, you should look forward to that. That would be good. That would be a great experience for you, dude. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what you make with that. But please get a sharpening system, because that's well worth it. I have one in my link tree. It's in the link of my my YouTube channel. That's a link tree. There's a lot of links for stuff and things. There's a sharpening system that you just attach to a bench grinder, and it's not that expensive. It's on Amazon as well, so you should be able to get it, or something similar. I spent a little bit of time trying to find the cheapest one available to help you guys out. This is how I talk, dude. How do you talk? That's just how I talk, dude. Guess the trolls got up now. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, that was, I don't mind trolls, but you know, some of them are a little bit too much, really. So that's fine, thank you, dude. I appreciate that. I need to turn on my compressor, because I have turned it off. Like a real person. Try the best. We try our best. Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't know better. He'll probably learn it really soon. Let me see. Maybe I can just get away with a little bit of Yorkshire grit on the inside of that, because it's actually mostly done. So, Johan from Belgium, did you find your Instagram? If you can, could you link that to me, please, in the chat, so that people can enjoy your work? Yeah, when I said that about sandpaper, Joe, I meant that you can sand the piece, the white piece, to compensate for that, or either that, or you can just, to be honest, buy a carbide set, because that's really not needed to sharpen. But yeah. So if you're just getting started and want to save a little bit of money, a carbide set would probably be a good way to get around that without spending too much money. I mean, I am a sucker for traditional tools, that's for sure, but sometimes, you know, we're going to have to think about other things as well. And to be honest, carbide is actually not a bad set of tools. So we'll see. Put that in a little bit better. So I'm just going to try to get that nice and polished. Yeah, but keep your tools sharp, like with a carborundum stone or a diamond hone or whatever. If you don't have a sharpening system, that will work for some time, but you know, it will not keep working forever. But yeah, going with traditional tools, you really need a sharpening set. Otherwise, you know, you might as well just. If you don't have sharp tools, it doesn't matter really. Sorry, Joe, but you know, that's kind of the reality of it. Trying to get this, and I really want to be able to shape the outside of this without it breaking for me, and I think it's difficult. It's going to be difficult. But this piece is just so brittle. Ouch. Let's see. I mean, the inside here needs to be looking good. It doesn't have to be really extremely perfect, because it's going to be like mostly covered with the clock. Oops, that's too much. But yeah. So when are you leaving for Amsterdam, Sammy? So that's going to be tomorrow? It's polished up really easily, so that's not too bad. We'll see. I am I mean, I could just go like Art Deco with straight outside, right, and a straight piece like this, but I really want to put a little bit of curve on it. Tomorrow, Oh, nice. Nice. I don't know how much pressure I can put on it, but I really want to. Hello, Maggie. Are you doing good? We'll see. I'll have to listen really careful when I start this up. Where did that go? The other end. I think that could be somewhat useful. Oh, the mic is acting up. Hold on. Mic check, yeah. There. That's it. That's it. That's it. Okay. No, you're fine. You don't have to be scared about any of your comments. I mean, you know that. Okay, so that should stabilize it a little bit more, and hopefully okay. Let's see. Okay. So let's hope this do not blow up. First I need to get a nice new sharp gouge. I don't want the Thompson, I want the other one. Well, that was sharper, that's for sure. So let me just see. I think it's going to be okay. Now I don't want to go too fast, but also I want to make a shape. Now I need to remember which one was the outside and which one was the inside. Let me just check, because this back plate is 94mm. That can go in there pretty easily, and that doesn't fit in there at all, so that's the other end. Okay, so this is the back side. Now the back side, I want to make that a little bit thin, if I can. Hopefully not get in trouble again. I just need to round over this edge just a little bit. I'm just going scraping here because it is a little bit safer because I had so many issues with this piece. So many issues. I don't want to get into more trouble. Let's see. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. I'm trying to go really slow. I'm trying to get a little bit of a curve going here without getting in trouble. Now the lathe speed is really low. I'm afraid to go too fast, really. Try and ease up on this. It's because whenever I put it on the base, I want it to tilt up a little bit. Not a lot though, just a little bit. Let's see. I'm just going to have to stop here and have a look and see. The surface is not the best though, but that can be fixed. And that crack seems to be filled. And yeah. Now I need to just shape it a little bit more. Try and go with a push cut down the side here. Yeah, man, go to Big Dog's channel and give him a follow as well. He's really close to be able to live stream. And go to Board Handcraft Woodworks as well and give him a follow, because he wants to make content as well, and he's just hovering below the live stream one, and that's basically, I think that's what we want to do. I think I can go a little bit more, but not too much really. Trying to follow a line, and because the lathe is going so slow and this is an awful piece to cut, it's really not as easy as I try to make it look. And to be honest, I don't know if it does look easy. It's most definitely is not the easiest thing to turn this slow and this material. Alright, let's see. think that's going to be okay. I've been trying to correct the mistakes with sandpaper and all that good jazz. So I'm just going to start with a lot like 120 grit, like a little bit rough. Now for that, I would prefer my extractor to get up here to take some of that dust, because really this dust here is about the worst just dust you can get. So there we go. So let's see how good of a polish we can get on this. Did you sort out the kids for bedtime there, Michael? Probably already want to check on them anyway. Yes. Now the sandpaper is getting a little bit of temperature. It's alright. As long as we not get too much temperature into the piece. Now, I think most of my mistakes have been corrected. I think I need to I got some little tips for my CA glue, and I just need to grab them. Just hold on a sec. So I see how good they are. Now I know this product. Normally they are really good to use, especially. Hey, hello there, Steve. How are you today? Now these little tips here are good to really get into some of the spaces, like little what you call it, precision work with the CA glue, because you know we don't want to get it too many places if we can avoid it. We just want it just where we need it. Oh, Sammy, thank you, man. I appreciate that. You're not a machinist? Oh. I'm not a machinist, I'm wood turner. Kind of, you know, it's in that direction. But if it's not hand tools, hand control tools. I am not your guy. But oh, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about that. So I can see all the small holes in the epoxy that I made, and I'm trying to correct them to the best of my abilities, and I think this is working pretty well. Shinobu, how are you? Okay, so I know this is not the most interesting part of this project, but I think it's well worth it when I get to the end. That I just take a little bit of time to try to fix some mistakes, right? You know, that's the cool thing about this stream setup platform thingy. I mean, I can take the time to do this, and it's okay. And I'm not able to cut away from it. So yeah, it's a lot slower, but again, it's real time, isn't it? It's really nice. Okay, I think that's better. Now these are dime a dozen or something like that, so they're not costly. So just throw it away and don't worry about it. So let's see if I sand this back a little bit. I think that's going to be okay. I mean, it still shows a little bit because it's a different media, but it doesn't. You can't feel it anymore, and I think that's also really important. So yeah. So yeah, I'm just talking what's come into my mind. So if some of it sometime is rubbish, yeah, it's just my brain doing stuff, and that's just part of it, isn't it? Hello, Charles. Charles Eagle. Eagle. That's a really Scandinavian name, you know that? But that's fine. Alright, so that's just 120 grit. And I have to go through the grits proper. hopefully not gonna... I shouldn't skip any of the steps, because that's it will show at the end if you skip something. Just gonna try to sand this. So what sandpaper does is the first grit you use is removing all the mistakes you make, and all the rest you do is trying to remove the scratches from the previous grit. And that's all sandpaper is, really. So if you haven't removed the mistakes you think you have, or it looks like you have, by the first grit, you should keep sanding, because you're not going to get any better later. And that's just the reality of it. Oh yeah, I'm thinking about making an extra member step like I talked about. And that step is just going to be a little bit more money than what you have now. And that step also enables you to get... I'm going to draw between all those members. And once a month, depending on how many they are going to be there, it's going to be like a lot of people move to that step. Probably going to do it every week, but for the time being, it's going to be once a month. And I'm going to ship you one of the items that I made on stream, and I'm going to tell you which items are available for that. So I think that's going to be a cool way to say thank you to the peeps. But it's going to be like something like £7 or £10. In that range, and hopefully I'll have enough people to join it, so I'm not going to lose money on it. So it's just going to pay for itself, the shipping. What do you guys think about that idea? Is that something that you would participate in? Because I cannot do the raffles. That's illegal, apparently. But I can give free away stuff to everybody in that tier. I think that's illegal. And I was looking at a website who does raffles, so I can raffle my stuff there. But I would like live raffles, to be honest. I think that's really cool. But to do that, I need to pay £100 a month to have 3 live raffles per month. So that's a lot of money. And I mean, if I knew it would pay for itself, I wouldn't mind it. But it's just going to be like £100 a month to have 3 raffles. And I wanted 4, to be honest, because that's what I really wanted, 1 per stream. So it's just, yeah. So I think it's going to be a little bit too much of a financial strain to give that option a real go. I mean, £100 a month, and then the raffles, and the stream, because streaming like this is not cheap. all the materials and all that stuff still cost money. Hello, Namak. All that still costs money, and I don't mind that because I enjoy this. But £100 on top of that per month is going to be a little bit too much. I'd rather pay £100 to get a video edited per month. I mean, that's more worth it in my opinion. Oh, Mike, thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Woodworms. I need to start making some changes in my channel, my Discord channel, because you're all obliged. I appreciate it, dude. Anyway, it's really nice of you. Because as soon as you become a Woodworm or a sponsor, you get some more permissions in the Discord. I don't know if you will use it ever, but the option is there, and you don't have to apologize, Mike. It's nice of you just to be here with your presence. But on the good side, this is polishing up really, really nice. Just look at how good of sheen it already have. That's just Yorkshire grit. This is the Yorkshire grit microfine. Still have some of that stuff. It's amazing. I'm probably going to go with a polishing wheel. Oh, yeah. I try to hold that to like a minimum. I don't mind supporting a few, but more than a few, I'm, switching my switching them around a little bit. There's a lot of them. Some of the channels, the membership fees are a little bit higher, and that's fine. But it's yeah. I'd rather jump into stream once in a while and give a donation straight up instead. I think that's also a nice thing to do. So Car, sorry, I butchered that, and it happened. So yeah, I'd rather give a donation here and there. As I do, if you've seen me around a little bit, I tend to drop a little bit of money in my stream. Not much, but just enough to buy coffee or whatever. I think that's also nice. So yeah, the subscription I try not to do too much of. Oh, look at that. Oh. It's like giving donation to a streamer. I was talking to my father about it the other day, and he was like, I don't understand why people do that. And I says, well, have you ever given a coin to a street artist? And he said, yeah. Or a homeless person. Yeah. Well, you give a coin to the homeless person because you feel sorry for them. If you feel sorry for me, get me a coin. But you get to a street artist because you think they're doing something that, gives a smile on your face. So, I think to me that's about the same thing, isn't it? So yeah, so that's my look on it. So that's why I support the streamers when I see them, and I think they're doing something good. And I can, if I can afford it, of course. If I can't afford it, I wouldn't. But yeah, often I can, spare a coin here and there. So yeah, I can see what you think is turning into a tornado here and there, Mike. Just trying to clean that up a little bit. Now, I want to polish this a little bit more. It's going to be polished on the wheel, because the sheen on this is good. It's not perfect, but it's really nice. I think the rest will just buff off with a polishing wheel. So, just get that done. Put the clock in it, make a base, do a final assembly, and Bob's your uncle. Isn't that what you say over there in the Britain? Hello, Peter. Entertainment, I suppose. Well, you have a different style of streaming, I must say. I like that you just like trolling everybody whenever you go live. I think that's entertaining. So when I drop by stuff a little bit and see what you're doing, give you a like, and I'll pop off again. What's up, Peter? I hope you're doing well. I can see that. Got my belly for support. That's what you got, belly support, isn't it? Actually, it's a bracelet as well. Look at that. Ooh. I call it my pizza clamp. Yeah. Yeah, I call it my beer belly, to be honest. And don't talk shit about it. It was really expensive. Yeah. I just hope that this doesn't break on me while I do this. Could you imagine? Are you building a lathe? It's nice. I haven't seen that. So are you? So how you're building it? Can you tell me a little bit about it? What spindle are you using? What motor? Are you using an inverter? Are you using a DC or AC motor? What's the swing capacity? Because all that matters. Whoa! This is only a 3 horsepower motor. Wow. That's going to be a beast. DC. DC. Why on earth would you use a DC motor? That's ridiculous. I'm sorry, dude, but that's just... That's kind of wrong. You should go with an AC and a VLT. AC motor. Yes, I know it's a cheaper option, but it's not as good. You're gonna lose out on that. You should go with just go with the AC motor. 400 volts AC motor. Would you get one with 2250 watts if you can get that? There should be 3 horsepower in that range, and if you get a frequency inverter on it, it would be the best option that you can do, to be honest. Oh, from a treadmill, yeah, I heard about that. Okay, well, I'm looking forward to see how it's going to turn out. Hopefully it's going to have enough power, even in the low range. But sometimes the issues is if you go too slow with the DC motors, it loses the power, the momentum, the torque. So I'm looking forward to see how that's going to go. It's going to be interesting. That is for sure. Okay. Don't get yourself hurt, dude. Well, could be me that I'm just too traditional. How much speed are you going to get out of it? What's the maximum RPM and the lowest? Because that matters as well. Hopefully you can go down to sub 100 and about 3,000. Though if you can get that, it should be okay. Look at that. Ooh. Okay. Now it's getting interesting. That motor sounds amazing. Okay. That motor sounds interesting, I must say. If it's able to do the torques as well, of course. Okay, let me put that away. And for the base, I have decided to go with this piece of mahogany. Because it's a nice piece of mahogany. And it's kind of yellow, so it's a little bit special, and it I think will go well with this. Right. I think that's going to go well with it. Because then again, if I need to ship it abroad, if someone is interested enough in it that they want it, if I do the other piece of timber, I did some soul searching. I cannot, with good faith, send that out the country. Knowingly full right as I do what timber it is, and it is illegal to ship outside of EU, and it's actually illegal to sell or give away as well. inside EU because I don't have the right paperwork for it. So yeah, I decided to not go ahead and do that because it's not a good option. It's not right. Okay. Okay. So that's going to be okay. Let me just find my drill. Where's that? There it is. And to mount it on the worm screw. And to do that, I need and out of good fortune, the shaft of treadmill are 25mm. Yeah. But you still need you need a flange at the bottom to have the chock or whatever to hit against. So to get that to spin properly. But yeah, it's not too bad. Oh yeah, the code for the tiny turner is still live, so you can go on and check her stuff out. Now I can say actually I am proper sponsored by her. She's sending me some stuff. So yeah, it is not a free promo anymore. Is she getting her money worth? Yes, definitely. Am I happy to do it? Yes. Most likely. Not most likely, yes, definitely. Because she is a nice person and she deserves it. Alright. Oops, sorry. I need to get that one in there. So we're just going to make a just going to rough this out. It's nice to turning some timber again, some wood instead of this epoxy stuff. Okay, I can get the speed up. Whee! It's really nice. Max out the speed there. 3000 RPMs. And you would probably like the other scene for that. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm close to getting this to the round state. I'm just going to make a dome with a dish in it, and that clog is just going to sit in that dish. So it's going to be something that you can really piss off your significant other with, if you're a stickler for things need to be right. So you can always spin that clock just a little bit. Okay. To make a little little concave bottom. So the plan now is going to sit on the rim, so it's always sit flat on the table. Doesn't matter where it is. That one, that is, if I'm not mistaken, 53 mil. So a little bit on the big side, but that's going to be okay. So this is where the other camera would be great, as soon as I get that set up. So this is also going to be where I put my logo. Right, so that's where I'm going to put my logo, which means it needs to be sharp and sanded a little bit. There you go. Now let me just sand that really quickly. I think I don't need to do much in that range, but I'm just going to start. Sand the bottom at a lower speed, so we might as well just go to about a couple of thousand RPMs. So what finish am I going to put on this? What do you guys think? I don't think I'm going to go with any kind of colours. It's going to keep it kind of natural, because it's really not going to be one of them pieces that needs more attention than it have already. Oh yeah. To be honest, let me let you in on a small little secret there, Sammy. The wall clock I did, it was actually a clock that I was making because I was kind of hoping that you were going to win it, to replace that other clock you had there over that piece. The big live edge piece you got from me last month. So I thought that would be a good addition to replace that. But I'm also kind of happy that it went to timber, to be honest, because he was like, yeah, kind of deserves it. Ajax, thank you. I appreciate that, mate. So nice of you. Yeah. Okay. So this is going to be okay. Yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, it is what it is, bro. It's going to be fine, right? I'm going to brand my my logo in there. It's always a struggle to get something like this off. Right, so let's just turn that around, close the jaw a little bit. There we go. But I don't know how it's going to sound when it starts going. That clock, it could be really loud or something like that. It's not an expensive piece. I don't even think it's a quartz piece. But hopefully it will get the job done. Now, Carlos, Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. And just to show off a little bit, that was just a quick rough cut. And I didn't even pay attention to it. But look at that surface. Yeah. So there you go. It is possible to do something nice. And if you start to pay a little bit of attention, I can probably go from this end. I think we're going to make a small little detail back here. Yeah, probably going to make something like this. Oops. Nothing fancy, just a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to try to make the money shot, right? Get the speed up really high, make sure the gouge is nice and sharp. I'm just going to start by getting good bevel contact. I'm taking a little bit of aggressive cut here, but that's going to be alright. Right, there you go. I don't know how much sandpaper that's going to need, but I think that's alright. So there you have it. We don't need that much sandpaper. Look at that shine there. Just imagine getting that oil. It's going to be amazing. Okay. Now, for this to sit proper, it needs to, I don't know. I really don't know. Either that, I'm going to make it a whole little sphere. Probably going to have to, yeah, redesigning, because I think it's not doing that good of a job. My design is not good. Okay. Okay. Is that good? Or is that not good? That is not good. That is not good. So That is a little bit better. That is a little bit better. And then I need a flat spot. Let me just see. That's on the bottom, dude. That is on the bottom. Don't you worry, dude. That's under the chuck. That's going to be the spot for that. Okay. So that needs to sit a little bit lower, right? So that's going to sit a little bit lower, because that's too high. Okay. So let's see. Now you actually get to see it before I do. That's a lot better. That's so much better, isn't it? The question is, what part should be the top? 1, 2, 3, or 4. So 1, 2, 3, or 4. Which part should be the top? Let me know. Because what's going to happen, I probably need to sand a little bit off this, so it sits a little bit better in here. Or I could just try to carve that a little bit deeper and see how well that goes. Show us again. So let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that one should be the top. Yeah, that's a lot better. Now I just need to trim off that little rim there a little bit more. 3 on the bottom. Now I was asking which one should be the top, Sammy. So 3 on the bottom would make 2 on the top. Yeah, I think also number 1 should be on top because, you know, it's a mistake, but, you know, we fixed it in a nice way, and there's no reason to try and hide that mistake. Right? So it's going to be something like this a little bit. I think that's going to sit there pretty cool. Yeah, so I'm going to glue that in with a little bit of epoxy properly. I think that's going to be okay. So let me just give this a quick little polish. I know I say we don't need sandpaper, but I'm still going to. Just going to quick sand this around over that little sharp edge. Because with a little bit of sandpaper, that's actually quite a lot easier. Now look at that. That mahogany is just full of oil. That is just gums up the sandpaper in no time. But now I've started the sanding, now I need to finish it, and I cannot skip anything. Ouch! So, what do you guys think? Should we auction this off today? Or should we keep it for when my website comes live and I can just add it there? This will come with a video as well, because I've been recording this. And it's my plan to start editing the video as the next one in line. Keep it for the side. Okay. Yeah, maybe someone will buy it eventually. And I'll get proper, reasonable money for it. So, it's not a bad idea, Sammy. It's not a bad idea. Even though, it would look awesome. Next to that, just on top of that live edge piece, I must say. But yeah, I understand if your wife have stopped you from spending more money on me, because that's reasonable. But you have got some nice stuff for it anyway, so I mean it's not a total loss. I'm gonna go with some wax on this. Right. Just gonna go with a wax. So I'm gonna add some sanding sealer, and you can see the grain coming alive. You grabbed it off the side anyway. That's alright, mate, that's alright. Need to add like a... Oops, that's all over the lathe bit now. Add a discount for supporters. And look at that grain. It's beautiful, isn't it? Proper mahogany. Proper old mahogany. I know it looks a bit like teak, but it's definitely not, that's for sure. But it does look a lot like teak, to be honest. The more I look at it, the more I think it might actually be teak. Also because of how it reacted, but it was stored as mahogany. So, I mean, yeah. Alright, so we get some wax on it. A little bit of wax. Wax on, wax off, and I can get that helmet off now. Ah, come on. That's good. That's always nice, right? And I can turn off the dust extractor. So that's a lot better. Oh, hello. Hello, how you doing? No more background noise, except that fan behind me. But I don't have a switch for that. So it's just constantly going. Okay, so I see. This is some of the Hampshire Sheen wax, actually. It works really well. It's still available. Only a few cans left here in Denmark for sale. When that's out, it's out, and I find another project that I want to use, so it's not the end of the world. It's just really sad that a reputable company like Hampshire Sheen is kind of forced to go to close up shop, really, for international customers because of European law. And hello, camera. There you go. So that's better. There you go. That looks like a polish. Yeah. But since it's not going to be available, dude, for rest of the world, I'm not gonna keep using it when I run out. Gonna use another product that we have in stock and is sold worldwide or in Europe. So yeah, but I appreciate that. It's really nice of you. But yeah, if I would, I could just give Martin from that company, the owner, a message that says, dude, could you send me like a couple of cans of this and that and all that, and he will. For all time's sake, I'm pretty sure he would. Okay, so now let's put the clock back together. I need to clean first because I'm gonna have a few small screws, and if I lose one of them, I'm gonna have issues. Shiny, yes, very shiny, proper very shiny. So I just need to turn on that on again. It didn't go on. There you go. Okay. Okay, just really quickly, a little bit away from the floor. Look at how I'm able to bend and work down here now. Look at that. Welcome back, Michael. Welcome back. I could do that like a couple of days ago. That was impossible. But yeah. There you go. Now I get that little camera zoomed in a little bit more. Okay. So now this is I need to sandwich this in because it's kind of loosey on the top, but that's fine. But the way it's holding in place is with this back plate. And I need to clean that a little bit. Probably could So I'm just going to take a little bit of alcohol and a paper towel and clean that inside little rim there. You can see it's kind of dirty. I think if I can get that to come out in some way, it's going to look a little bit better at the end. So yeah, that helped quite a bit. Look at that towel, how dirty that was. I was going to get locked inside the watch, and that was not going to be nice. There you go. It smells good. That is for sure. Sorry. Yeah, that's better. That's a lot better. Okay. Gonna blow that out a little bit. I mean, it's not that you're not going to be able to do that afterwards, because it's easy enough to disassemble. Oh, sorry, and that piece just goes in there, and that sandwich, that clock mechanism in place. I just need the screws. And I had a screwdriver here the other day. That would have done the job. And in my wisdom, I removed it. So I'm just going to grab this set here, because that's... I mean... if you know what this is, you know. Beer time, yes, really soon it's going to be beer time, that's for sure. We had a half a bottle of wine, me and my wife, for dinner. It was really nice. I mean, it's just a glass for each. But it was really nice. It was a bottle left over from yesterday, and it was amazing. That was a really nice glass of wine. Normally I don't drink when I go to the workshop, but I mean, a glass of wine is not gonna hurt anyone. And even just had a half a glass, because you know, I might have gotten a half glass more yesterday because it was so good. Yes, I'm gonna see if that gets screwed down. Put a little bit of pressure. Now I need to align the clock in the position that we talked about, really, before I screw it too well. Something like that. Right, that's going to be... is that going to be alright? Is that good? I mean, that's 12 o'clock straight up right now. Or do we want to twist it a little bit more? think that's going to be good, because then you can see a little bit more of the cracks and all that all that stuff. So I think that's going to be good. This is actually really easy to make, as long as you're not getting into trying to do something stupid like I have, with a bit of cracked stabilized wood. Then you need to fix the cracks and the blowout and the stuff and things, right? But the shape itself, it's actually really easy. It's nothing. It's good practice for accuracy, because basically you need to think about the thickness from this rim here to the front of this there. You need to think about that, and you need to have that ring in here to be the right size, and that out here not to be too thick so the whole piece will fall through. I mean, that's basically all you have to think about. So that's it, really. Look at that. So that's 12 o'clock. It's beer time. I don't have a battery down here, but I should get one, that's for sure. Okay. Now it's time to put it all together, right? There you have it. That's basically it, isn't it? I mean, what more could you want? Yeah. Hello, Wes. Thank you, mates. Thank you, dude. So it's now time. Yeah. It's time to say farewell to your peeps. I'm not able to fit in that frame. I'm not able to fit in that frame. Punch on the go. Punch on the go, yes sir. Punch on the go. Alright. Let me just try to get that into another angle off that camera. Because right now you're looking down on it, because that's not what you normally would do, is it? You would look at it something like this. There you go. Is it past your bedtime? It kinda is. It kinda is. Yeah, so the skeleton clock, it's actually sold. You can buy it at many places, I think, but we do have it at the shop where I work. If you know, you know. If you don't, that's fine. So that's a clock mechanism itself. It's just a skeleton clock. It's easy enough. It's not that expensive. I mean, like about £20, I think it's cost. So it's not too bad. But yeah. So yeah, Axminster sell them. There you go. Because Axminster shop the same places that my company shops at. So there you go. And yeah. Perry. Thank you, Perry. It's nice to see you here. May need to try this. Yeah, it was not that difficult. As soon as I got past all the blowouts and explosions and all that jazz, right? And then it was not too bad. But yeah. Yes, it could actually. Or you could just turn a small whiskey barrel and put it in. Right? I mean, what's not to like about that? You're going to actually make 3 small whiskey barrels, and this one's going to be on the top, and the other 2's going to be under it, like that, and that, the other side, right? So it sits on 2 barrels. I mean, that's not too bad, is it? So yeah, I'm just going to figure out a way to mount it, so it doesn't slip off, because right now it's, obviously, I need a tutorial on that. Ah, mate, you need a tutorial on everything, don't you? That's alright. So yeah, there you go. On a shot glass? Dude. Give me a couple of minutes. A shot glass. I think, if you time me, I can make a shot glass. You time me now. Just start the timer. Start the timer, let me get the camera in place. Now this is going to be a rough, quick, dirty tutorial just for Mike. This is just for Mike, right? Now, mind you, I need it to find materials. Right, get on my respirator. Find my gouge. And find a piece of maple. It's going to be a nice shot glass. It needs to be able to hold a proper drink for a man, right? Not one of you Scottish babies that can't hold a drink. So it's like one of us proper Danes here. And if you're not into all that jazz, right, and you don't have a drill bit that can drill this out in a jiff, you just take your carbide or your scraper or whatever you have, and just hollow it out. Get as close to the edge as you feel like. Make it a little bit round at the bottom, And then you go back to your standard gouge because now you're getting bored. And hello, birdie. Yes, depends on how much liquor you want in it. You probably want 1 inch. I think that's probably good, but you could make it bigger. We need to measure the depth. Now we're just going to sand it. I'm not going to spend much time on now you want something you can make a lot of rather quickly. So you don't you need a more like proper bit of sandpaper. You need something you can make quite a few of in a short amount of time, so drilling them is probably a really good option. And then you just take your skew and part off the bottom. And when you cut them off here, make sure you concave it a little bit. Now my skew has been dropped, so that's a bad choice. So I'm just going to take a parting tool, but if you do it with the skew, and you got that done really quickly, and that bit you just sand off or cut off or whatever, like that, you just put that on the sandpaper, job done, and you coat the inside with something called Kiltalak. Where's that little baby? There you go. Something like this, Kiltalak. There you go. And just coat the inside with that. That can hold an ounce. Nope, 4 minutes. Yeah. So you can make those in about a minute and a half. When you set everything up right and all that. Now this got a really thick bottom, so it's like stout and stands. Or you can make it deeper or whatever. But that's it. Alright, in the trash, job done. I'm going to take that out of the trash because it's it's a cool little unit. It's not too bad really. It's not too bad. I mean, you can use that for an egg cup or whatever. But yeah, you can also use just scrap wood because that's all it takes really. But yeah, 4 minutes, yes. So you can make a shot glass at the same time as you can as it takes to have sex with the missus. Of course, that includes taking the clothes off and putting it back on again. You're right. Alright, got it. I got it. So yeah, gonna try that out. You all have a good day. Thank you for watching. Clock is real. You all have a good day. I will see you next time. Thank you for dropping in. I just need to have the right thingy. Yeah. Alright. 21,000 views, that's not too bad. I will see you next time. Remember, be good to the world will be good to you. Your time is ticking, make the most of it. Have a blessed day. Or whatever you Americans say. Alright. Bye peeps, thank you. Laters.